In a region long ago, the elves were given secret knowledge to forge great...
But what if I told you that's exactly how it went down in the books? So this scene is actually from a video game called Battle for Middle-earth, where Ian McKellen recorded the prologue as Gandalf for the game. But in the book, this is accurate, because in the Shadow of the Past chapter, the second chapter of the Fellowship of the Ring book, Gandalf comes back around Frodo's 50th birthday, because in the book, it's about 17 years that pass between the events of the long expected party, where we see the birthday party of Bilbo and Frodo, to the events of him leaving the Shire with the One Ring to bring it to Rivendell. And during this conversation, they ask questions, or better yet, Gandalf does, and he takes the ring and he throws it into the fireplace, where then the inscription of the ring reads right there, one ring to rule them all in the darkness to bind them. But he's actually the one who tells Frodo the story of the Rings of Power, specifically Eregion, not Eregion as he pronounces it there, and how Celebrimbor and Sauron, in disguise as Xanatar, created these Rings of Power to help govern Middle-earth, and it turns out they were tricked. And he goes into full detail. Not only that, they talk about Gollum and the history behind him and how he ended up getting the ring. How he was part of a matriarch, part of the Stores, river folk or river hobbits who lived close to the Anduin. And it's these things that always make The Lord of the Rings, specifically the books, have so much more context, but even funner to see it being used for video games as well in the movies themselves. I personally love that Galadriel says the intro and kind of gives us the history. She was in Eregion. She was one of the lords there, actually, and she's one of the oldest elves to exist in Middle-earth at the time of The Lord of the Rings. But let me know what you think.